employees, so that was never an option for me. It was my husband's family that opened me up to the idea of actually you can, you can run your own business. So be a risk taker. That's what I would say, especially to the young.
That leap of faith you spoke about.
And that leap of faith. Trust your instincts as well. That's another thing that's come to me, 40 plus. Follow your instincts. Yeah, this has been amazing.
Thank you so much for your time.
It's been very lovely talking to you. Yes.
Hello. 1 litre Spa 100% fruit juice blend for just $19.99. Wow. And Spa macaroni or spaghetti, buy any two for just 28 Emilangeni.
It's the Spa Products Best Filler Sale, only at Spa.
It's gone 8 o'clock Central African time. Good evening and welcome to the news bulletin at 8, brought to you by Eswatini TV. I'm Sanabo Ngwan. I'm with Zamanzi Manzi. We're coming to you live from the Hospital Hill Studios in Babane for your top stories at 8. Let's take a look. The Prime Minister is expected to represent His Majesty King Eswatini III at the 22nd COMESA Summit to be held in Zambia. Senators are opposed to allowing people to stand for elections after staying in an area for just 6 months. Senator Prince Hlangabeza says law should not be used to fight personal battles or fight men, but there should be other means of reaching common ground. Hello again, and for the news in detail, the Prime Minister Cleopas Dlamini is expected to represent His Majesty King Eswatini III at the 22nd COMESA Summit to be held in Zambia. The Prime Minister will also head to Geneva for the 111th International Labour Organization Conference.
Over 3,000 delegates from 21 COMESA member states are expected to participate over the 3-day summit in Lusaka, the capital of Zambia. During the meeting, President Hakainde Hichilema, the president of Zambia, is expected to assume the chairmanship of COMESA. He'll be taking the reins from Egyptian President Fadel el-Sisi. The theme for the summit, which has been developed by the Republic of Zambia and COMESA Secretariat, is economic integration for a thriving COMESA anchored on green investment, value addition, and tourism. After the summit, the Prime Minister is expected to attend the 111th ILO General Assembly in Geneva. The conference, which brings together worker, employer, and government delegates from the ILO's 187 member states, fully face-to-face for the first time since 2019, will run until the 16th of June. The Prime Minister, His Excellency Cleopas Dlamini, is expected to represent His Majesty King Mswati III during the summit.
Lapha bohulumende emisebeni nebathashi kuyahlangana konke kubukwe ukuthi indzawo yokusebenza work environment ingalungiseka kanjani ukuze kube khona ukuphatheka kahle kwalabo abasebenzayo ukuze abantu khona ukuphicika.
For Eswatini TV News, I am Lincoln Kule with Skumbuzo Dlamini, KM3.
The Deputy Prime Minister, Senator Themba Masuku, has expressed appreciation to the government of the Republic of China and Taiwan for supporting the Kingdom of Eswatini in all aspects of its development agenda. The Deputy Prime Minister said this during his meeting with the President of the Republic of China and Taiwan, Dr. Tsai Ing-wen, held in Taipei during his official visit to Taiwan.
The bilateral relations between the Kingdom of Eswatini and the Republic of China Taiwan is now 55 years old as the two countries cemented their ties at the dawn of independence of Eswatini in 1968. The Deputy Prime Minister, Senator Themba Masuku, says the relationship is of mutual benefit to both countries, and Eswatini is grateful for the support extended by the Republic of China Taiwan to the Kingdom. The Deputy Prime Minister says such support has come in the form of cooperation in various fields such as in ICT, health, education, and human capital development. Of note, the Deputy Prime Minister says, was the training of senior staff from the Disaster Management Agency, which was trained on disaster risk reduction at the Chung Kung University. He says this has resulted to the country drafting its own early warning manual. He says the assistance of the Republic of China Taiwan in putting up a state-of-the-art facility at the Mbabane Government Hospital has helped ease congestion in other health centers in the capital city and surrounding areas. He further says the country has attained 85% in rural electrification, pitting the country amongst the best in the Africa region. The Deputy Prime Minister further assured President Tsai Ing-wen that the Kingdom shall continue to advocate for the Republic of China Taiwan's inclusion in the United Nations system, world forums, and other global organizations as the world stands to benefit a lot from Taiwan's expertise, as demonstrated during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Reporting for Eswatini TV, Mbongwa Dube, pictures sourced from the Deputy Prime Minister's office.
The Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, Polile Shokantu, says Eswatini should not vote for people who do not have their best interests at heart. The minister says Eswatini, or rather Eswatini, should vote for people on individual merit as per the Constitution of the Kingdom of Eswatini. She has said this in Senate during the second reading of the Voter Registration Amendment Bill of 2023.
Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs Polile Shokantu says the Constitution of the Kingdom of Eswatini states that people shall be elected on individual merit. Shokantu says Eswatini should remember this as they cast their votes this year.
It is up to us not to nominate people who run for elections for selfish and wrong reasons, and those we do not know. We are doing this for ourselves. Let us not even support the nominations of these unknown people. Eswatini hold their power. Let us make sure we do not nominate people who do not have our interest at heart. This also speaks to civil voter education, which should address such issues. The EBC should drum it into people that they should nominate people they know.
Civic and voter education. Whether uqopho uye eParliament sikhethe umuntu lesatyo ukuthi utawati kwenda lo msebenzi.
Shokantu says those who will buy votes or contravene any section of the elections laws will face the full might of the law. This goes back to say that people should fairly contest for election on individual merit and not the size of their pockets. Eswatini TV News, Temgosi Mabvimbela with Muzim Konda, Parliament.
Senator Prince Hlangabeze says the law should not be used to fight personal battles or fight men, but there should be other means of reaching common ground. Prince Hlangabeze has said this in Senate during the close-by-close reading of the National Registration and Vital Statistics Bill of 2022. Prince Hlangabeze was not for the clause allowing women to register children in their surnames instead of their paternal surnames.
Kubonakele ukuthi ngenqubo bekwendeka vele umntwana bekafakwa lesibongo seyise. Kodwa ke litiko libukile ukuthi boba beabede kutobhalisa labantwana. Kuze abantwana batakhona kusatha lesibongo sabo yise. Boba beabakasukume batofaka abantwana babo.
Senators had a debate on this issue.
Manje bakithi asemane kufiliswane ngosamkahle singazi nebathi kambe netingane telo akuphilwe nje kuphilwe kahle nebakithi itiko nawe lothi mbeni bona thi ukuwana lapho kumbe mhlawumbe sinyanisela nakhona alingene eredweni kambe lisifundise kahle sincengwe nje ukuthi cha phela libotla no awune bakithi lothi ke bazesi walonga msifundisa umntana amahamba okuthiwa abanana nani
ina bayibuta ubekuthi tengibani babona umntwana athi angathi ngimi kumbe ngibito ubuya baba sathi DNA kube ngiye kwelesho ukuthi akusini seyangihlengana salumnika ke lesibongo samanga ngobe ngithi mina bataswela labo make athi umntwana mangeta ngibito afuna bito ngalosuka kadlamini
bantu abami abesiwa lesibhedlela emagama ubuya naye lo mfati la ekhaya bese siyamesa ligama sengikhathi ayobhaliswa manje ke la nasekunalo mthetho losho njeni kusho ukuthi nizama kwendana impela
itiko libuke lokho alikagabadisi bu-office libuke simo sanamuhla ukuthi sime njani.
The Ministry of Home Affairs responded.
Sizesigcinela lapho khona 100% webantu nje nabaphuma esibhedlela baphuma babhalisiwe. Sicela lokho nje esiveni ukuthi umntwana angaphuma akabhalisi.
This bill is here to ensure that national registration is in line with current times as the existing law is outdated. For Eswatini TV News, Temgosima Vimbela with Muzi Mkonda, Parliament.
Senators are opposed to allowing people to stand for elections after staying in an area for just 6 months. Senators say such people should only be allowed to vote. This was during the debate on the Voter Registration Amendment Bill of 2023.
One of the amendments of the Voter Registration Amendment Bill 2023 seeks to allow people who have stayed for at least 6 months in an area to register for elections in that area. Other laws permit those people to stand for election.
Ngale parliament nganikhulumisa lonke sibizana la nthule ngibhadale nonke imali ngingale nkinga
nje nami kubeka le concern yalo 6 months ukuthi asikwadi yebo wona umuntu mhlawumbe ukontinue lenza 6 months sesingavotela ngomdlalo webhola
sivulelani imbobo silinge abantu batawulingeka vele babonakala bahlala abantu bangemathabela ngoti babuka ukuthi la ngaphuma la angeta phuma njani kule situation le njengalena angene vele angafanele
uyathi nje uthi ukhethile ulungile besingakuvuma usangavota kuyavakala kepha lokuthi soyakhethwa lo muntu ukuthi inyanga letisithupha.
The minister responded.
Asibhalela emthethweni ukuthi vota kepha ungavotela. Kulo mthetho lona mengameli ngoba lona ubuke le voters registration. Lokuthi na uyivota ubhalisa njani ukuthi ungene. Lowe ukuthi ke sowukhethwa njani ke loyo sowulabo elections act lokunye kanza ukuthinza nabo umthetho sisekelo sekumela ukuthi ubuyelwe kahle etafuleni bameli neoffice la ka AG isi advise lokuthi singakwenda njani lokho lokuthi usale ungena kulama lokuthi ma conditions ukuthi awuvotelwa na umuntu lonjani.
This bill will now proceed to committee stage. For Eswatini TV News, Temgosima Vimbela with Muzi Mkonda, Parliament.
The House of Assembly is working towards amending its standing orders now, according to the chairperson of the Standing Orders Committee, Mawik Kumalo. He says they are looking into incorporating some parts of the country's constitution into the standing orders of the House. Kumalo was speaking during the amendment exercise held in Babane.
The Standing Orders Committee in the House of Assembly is working on amending the House standing orders. The committee's chairperson, Mawik Kumalo, says there is a great need to amend these orders as some amendments were done in 2016.
The committee will show a constitution. Local committee, the privileges committee.
Kumalo says some sections of the constitution of Eswatini were not incorporated into the standing orders. Kumalo says there is a need to appoint a privileges committee which looks into issues of members of parliament's absenteeism and make recommendations. He says that the committee has been successfully established.
Provision in constitution, i.e. standing orders. So we needed to establish Lelo committee, among other things.
Kumalo says these orders will also provide guidance on how the House of Assembly has to work. Kumalo says these amendments are informed by how other countries work in a way that will work for Eswatini. These countries include United Kingdom, Kenya, Parliament, among other countries. Eswatini TV News on Domlangeni Themba Shabangu, Mbapane.
The youth entrepreneurs in the Manzini region have resumed their business plan presentations in front of judges to stand a chance to receive the seed capital worth 10,000 Malangen, according to MTN Corporate Affairs Manager Tandiwe Mashinini. She says they are looking to support businesses that are environmentally friendly and those that have potential of creating employment opportunities for other young people. Mashinini was speaking during the Entrepreneurs Business Ideas presentation in Manzini.
Young people in the Manzini region had a chance to sell their ideas in front of a panel of judges under the 21 Days of Yellow Care Business Initiative. The MTN's Corporate Affairs Manager Tandiwe Mashinini says young people have brilliant ideas.
We anticipate that we will have a total of 21 winners across the 4 regions. This being 21 Days of Yellow Care, we will have a total of 21 winners, each winning 10,000 emalangeni. And we are looking at businesses which have an opportunity for growth. So we are looking at young people who are already in business, but we can see the potential of them scaling their businesses and potentially hiring other young people.
The Junior Achievements Marketing Specialist, Spesihle Mkonda, says the program is looking to assist young entrepreneurs who are looking to grow their businesses.
We know that young people have got a business mind. They are clear on what they want. They are clear on what they want to achieve. So at the end of the day, we are looking for businesses that are going to change the economic landscape of the country.
The Young People's representative, Temangweni Zwane, says young people are looking for organizations that will believe in their dreams.
The most important thing that we all need as an entrepreneur is to have someone who believes in you. Like having someone who has faith in you and whatsoever you are doing. I think that really goes a long way in motivating you to just push until you succeed.
The Junior Achievement and MTN 21 Days of Yellow Care initiative will benefit 21 entrepreneurs from all 4 regions. Eswatini TV News on Domlangeni Themba Shabangu, Manzini.
The Ministry of Natural Resources hereby informs the public that the price of diesel ppm S will decrease by 1 emalangeni per litre, and illuminating paraffin will decrease by 50 cents per litre, whilst the price of unleaded petrol 95 will remain unchanged. The new fuel prices shall come into effect on the midnight Thursday of the 8th of June 2023, effective on the Friday of 9th June 2023. The price decrease for petrol 50 ppm S and illuminating paraffin is the result of a weaker demand of the products in the international markets, As a result, both products are carrying an over-recovery profit, hence necessitating a price decrease. On the other hand, petrol is still carrying a deficit due to the petrol price has in the past 2 months has been kept constant, yet the situation warrants its an increase. In the month of May 2023, Brent crude oil prices and the Brent crude oil prices dropped due to weaker global markets and slower than expected recovery of the Chinese economy after lifting of the quarantine restriction. The Brent crude oil price traded at an average of 77.15 US dollars a barrel compared to an average of 79.15 US dollars a barrel realized in the month of April 2023. The Lilangeni dollar exchange rate weakened and averaged to 18.91 Malangeni in the month of May 2023 as compared to 18 Malangeni.13 realized in the month of April 2023. The new fuel prices will therefore be as follows. The unleaded petrol ULP 95 price will remain unchanged at 20 Malangeni 80 cents per litre. Diesel 50 ppms at 0.05%. S price will decrease by 1 Malangeni per litre from 21 Malangeni 60 cents per litre to 20 Malangeni 60 cents per litre. The illuminating paraffin price will decrease by 50 cents per litre from 15 Malangeni 75 cents a litre to 15 Malangeni 25 cents per litre. The ministry encourages the public to use fuel efficiently as the international oil markets and the Lilangeni dollar exchange rate remain highly volatile. This announcement is by Dorcas N. Lamini, the Principal Secretary. With that, we take a look at news in the world of business as we take a look at how markets fared today in a business report. Welcome back. In the world of sports, the president of the Eswatini Cycling Association, Eswatini, says the country is already looking forward to the World Championships that will be hosted in Rwanda. Malo says it will be very important for them to have cyclists represent the country in the event that will be hosted in the African soil for the first time.
Cycling in the country is amongst those sporting courts that are doing well post-COVID, as they are able to host many events. These events usually attract even international cyclists from all over the world. What has also improved is that local cyclists are now winning most of these events, unlike previously where internationals were dominating. The president of the Cycling Association, Sfiso Ndwandwe, says this is a good step towards achieving their dreams of participating in the World Championships that will be staged in Rwanda.
I think it's quite a good improvement that we've seen over the last couple of years. But in my opinion, we still have a long way to go to be where we eventually want to be as just the cycling community in the country. And it calls for improvements across the broad spectrum, from how we manage the sport to how we prepare our athletes, to how we prepare our coaches, the coach faithful, and also establishing solid partnerships with various stakeholders to ensure that we have the resources to improve the sport. Because I'll make an example. You can see in 2025, World Road Cycling Championships are coming to Africa. They will be in Rwanda. So we need to, as a cycling community, to have a clear plan starting from now. We'll see how do we get to Rwanda, not just to show face, but to also compete, make a solid representation of the sport in Eswatini in that space. Because it would be, for me, in my opinion, it would be criminal even for us to miss World Cycling Championships.
The association says they will continue hosting high-level competitions, which will help their cyclists achieve their goals. Reporting for Eswatini TV Sports News, I am Patizom Sibi. Babane.
Well, with those sports news, we hit the home stretch of the news bulletin at 8 at Eswatini TV. But before we go, here's a quick reminder of news making headlines tonight. The Prime Minister is expected to represent His Majesty King Mswati III at the 22nd COMESA Summit to be held in Zambia. Senators are opposed to allowing people to stand for elections after staying in an area for just 6 months. Senator Prince Hlangabeza says law should not be used to fight personal battles or fight men, but there should be other means of reaching common ground. Beautiful Kingdom of Eswatini, that's all we had for you from the news desk. We shall now cross over to the Weather Center for a detailed weather report from us and the rest of the team. Yet Eswatini TV for now, it's good night and God bless.
Hello? 1 litre Spa 100% fruit juice blend for just $19.99. Wow. And Spa macaroni or spaghetti, buy any two for just 28 Emilangeni.
It's the Spa Products